Because the trap for today, especially for a lot of Christians, there's two traps I kind of see right now. The first trap is rather than greeting people, we would rather label people. Because when I label you, I no longer have to try to understand you. And so I'll just label you. You're on the left, you're on the right, you're woke, you're a Marxist, you're this, you're that, right? We have all of these labels that just make it easier for us to no longer have to greet one another. Even for Christians, to label someone, it just makes it easier because I no longer have to try to understand who you are, what your story is, where you come from. I can just label you, dismiss you, and move on with my day. That's a trap for many of us. The other one, though, is this. Maybe it's not a labeling issue. The other one I also just see in our world today is this. Many of us, we're just too exhausted to greet people. Like, if we're being honest here, the way that the world turns and the way that we move at the pace we do with the lives we live, we're just too socially exhausted to slow down for people. All right, there'll be moments in Target where I'll have a thought, should I just avoid that person? Yo, I'm the pastor. Then I'm thinking like, I don't know if I got it in me right now. I'm looking for a shirt and mayonnaise, right? Not Miracle Whip. Yo, I grew up eating Miracle Whip. I had no idea that it was real mayonnaise until I got married. That was one of my first fights with Ashley. It's such a random story. We'll move on. But what I see is that we're just too exhausted to slow down for people today. We don't have the capacity anymore to greet people. And so whether it's the trap of, man, I'll just label you instead of greet you and feel good about my religious position doing that, or I'll just avoid you because I just don't have it in me right now to greet someone. But this is why greetings are so important. You guys, we get to dignify someone. And in a moment when you are face to face, whether it's for 10 seconds or 10 minutes, you get to look at someone and say to them, hello, how are you? And in so doing, you communicate, man, you matter to me. You matter to everyone else here. And ultimately, you matter to the God who made you. There is so much for us as we think about what it means to greet people. Sandals Church, if we're going to move forward in this world, this needs to become a quality that we embody as a church. By the grace of God, with all of the rich theology of Romans, if it doesn't end with you and I welcoming people, shame on us.